Hey y'all, it's your girl Sia, and I'm back with another video. So y'all, I've been meaning to do videos. I have just been really busy. Having my daughter full time has been a doozy. But also not just having her full time, but also my dating life. Right, there's a lot of things going on in my life that have been really keeping me from having the time to engage with you guys on this platform. But I wanted to talk about a few things. I know that I touched on, my thoughts on this migrant takeover. I don't agree with the migrants coming here for free without having to put any skin in the game. Living off of my tax dollar and your tax dollar. Like, I don't have. I am not necessarily okay with that, right? I'm not okay with seeing vehicles with no license plate, right? I'm not okay with seeing that they're able to get away with certain things more so than others. I'm not okay with it. So this is how we do for folks that want to try and break check some people. How about this, my friend? Break checking me, fool. Y'all, people who break check people, that's illegal. I don't know if people know that, but that's not okay. There's a lot of people that I notice when I'm driving, if they think you're going too fast, they will purposely slam on their brakes or whatever or start to go slow. They'll be going just fine. And then when they see you behind them, they want to go slow all of a sudden to try to control you in your pace of driving. That's illegal. I don't know why people make it their business to try to check on how we maneuver as we're driving our car. Like, I get people are scared of accidents, but brake checking is a way to get in an accident quick. So I don't know why people do that, but it's a lot of folks that do that, and I just think a lot of people have an issue with minding their own fucking business. Everybody want to be a damn Karen on the road. But anywho, I told you guys kind of my thoughts. Like, I don't agree with the migrants. I don't agree with the fact that they've been given a lot of free items in terms of, like, I'm a firm believer that we need to take care of Americans first, right? Americans come first. That is my thoughts. That is what I believe. That is how I maneuver. Okay? But at the same time, I don't believe, and this is me living depending on who you are and your background. What's going on? The conversation is that the migrants are taking over. They're taking over apartment buildings. Now, when this story came out, I knew that you're not the same car, my friend, unless you're a BMW. I know you may think you are, but you ain't. Like, maybe that's what you think you are. It's a Ford. It can go faster than me, but don't challenge me, bro. I will show you. My car ain't no just. Anyway, I think that in terms of the Venezuelans and how that looks, I think you had a group of people that came here. They are American, by the way. That's, I know a lot of people have a hard time understanding that these folks are American, but they are. Okay. And I know that people, it's America. No, America is a continent. Okay. These people are from South America, which makes them indeed American. They are not of the United States. They are not citizens of the United States. That is a little different. Okay. That's a little different of an argument. Okay. Um, they came without people. Like, we didn't really have a say in whether or not these folks came. I think that the people at the bottom, and it's unfortunate to say this, but those people are really grappling with the migrants. That's who, how can I say this? If I'm homeless, right? I would think that the migrants are my competitor. It's just a fact. They in the same boat I am. The only difference is they may have a little bit more resources than I do. And when that happens, right, you're gonna have a lot of, unrest, right? Because people are fighting for resources that are already scarce. Okay. When dealing with people who, let's say, for example, people who are a little bit middle class or higher that are complaining about the migrant situation, I just think it's more so of all the it's not necessarily resources that we're upset about. It's the lack of rules, the lack of the same. They don't have the same rules as us, right? They can drive with no license plates. Nobody's gonna do nothing to them, right? They can do all these things, and there's no. They're not held accountable at the same rate that an American is held accountable for. Um, I would say the trash in certain apartments, but I mean I would think in Colorado our biggest issue is the homeless. It ain't really so much the migrants as much as it is the homeless, and that could mean anybody, really. In my opinion, the homeless are a little bit more threatening than the migrants. If we really had to look at it like that. Now, do you have your criminals in every batch and bunch? Of course. But I don't think that the takeover, it's not a takeover. I think Caucasians who also once took over this country, right, have a hard time with people who don't look like them taking over. I don't feel threatened by a Venezuelan. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't had. I mean, by the grace of God, I've ran into quite a few. I've seen them. I know that they be around. They're obvious. But realistically, I don't feel necessarily threatened by them. Now, I do feel threatened by the men that are just coming up to my windshield. That's a little too close to comfort. As a woman, you won't feel like that way with any man that you did not give permission to touch you or your property. That's a natural reaction. But as far as me thinking the migrants are gonna take over, I think that was a bunch of propaganda. I think it was hyped up so that people, for political reasons, for whatever they may be, we don't need a President Trump to come to Aurora. Although if he does, I would like to be there. I would like to see him in action, right? Because that would be cool. But outside of that, we're good. Like, give her, in the sense of this Venezuelan takeover, y'all gotta understand something. There are more whites than any other race here. There are more white, and I mean actual whites, not people who just check it off on a checkbox. I mean actual skin color white. You mean to tell me these white people ain't strapped? Like you, y'all expect me to believe that? Okay, if there was a takeover, you would see a lot more folks doing some things around here. Okay, these people are prepared. The military is prepared. Like, that is, in my opinion, this is one of the most safest. Well, maybe not no more in terms of crime because you got a crazy leadership. But in terms of us being prepared for a takeover, oh, Colorado's prepared, honey. I know that's hard for some of y'all to understand, but Colorado is prepared. So that was, in my opinion, and knowing what kinds of people we deal with here, and knowing what that takeover and how the words or play on words can really mess with people's head. It ain't no takeover like people think. I think it was these are isolated incidences. I stand behind that. That people, and because there is so much fear, right? Fear mongering. I think, hang on. bro. The kid didn't even want to go to. I'm so sick, y'all. This situation with my kid is annoying. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if, again, it's 11. She got an attitude. I'm sick of it. Every morning I'm having to fight this girl about something stupid. I'm kind of sick of it, bro. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. So, fine. Do whatever she wants to do. I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. Y'all don't understand. It's like the behaviors that I've been complaining about are the reasons why she was sent to live with me. The behaviors are still there, and now every day I'm having to deal with something. So yeah, I don't even, in the mornings, I'm trying to get my mornings to where I don't even have to conversate with this kid. She knows what she needs to do. She knows what time she need to be out the door. All of that. All I need to do is say, get up. That's what I'm trying to get it to. Kid is growing pains. But anywho, um, I decided, so I feel like it's been hyped up, right? I feel like, and that's why I'm not really going to vote this election, because I don't deal with hyping up a situation. I don't deal well with propaganda, right? It's just not really my thing. When I feel like people are hyping up situations, I feel like they're doing it because they got to get a win and they don't know how they're going to get a win. I know people's argument with Kamala Harris and this argument about how she ain't black. I mean, none of the presidents have been black, to be quite frank. Obama was African. And there's not this much of a push on whether or not that he's black or not. The only person that really stood up for that.
So I guess for me, hang on, y'all. Hang on.